So this video will teach you how to initiate a test session for the 2025 SBA and WCAS testing year. The easiest way for me to get to the website is to put in WCAP in a Google search, and it will be the first link that comes up. Something that you need to know and remember from previous years, if you have administered this test before, is that every year you need to reset your password. And so I can get to both the WCAS and the SBA just by clicking this link for the SBA. So for today's purposes, I'm just going to do that. In terms of resetting your password, when you scroll down to administering tests and the TA interface, it's going to take you to a screen where you could try to use your password from last year to log in, and that's not going to work. So you might as well go ahead and click reset password down here and start that process. Once you click the reset password, you put your email in there, click send me the link, and then you'll get a link that looks like this with a place for you to reset your password. I would click this, but my link has expired because I did this yesterday. Once your password is reset, it will take you back to the login page, and you can log in using your credentials. I'm going to pause while I do that. Okay, once you log in, you will be at a screen like this. My advice is that you take a few moments right now to pause this video and reset your password so that you know that you can get into the system when the time comes. Coming back from that, we're going to remember how to start a test session. And so you'll remember that I clicked on the SBA tile, not the WCAS tile. But when I do click start a session, I do get the option to start a WCAS test as well. The 8th grade one is right there. That's the easy one to do, so I'm actually going to go back and do the Smarter Balanced Assessment. Recognize you do not want to do interim assessments. For the case of the SBA, yellow is bad. That is not the real test. And if you have kids take that test, you're going to have them come back and take this test, which would really be terrible. So blue is the way we want to go. We need to get the summative Smarter Balanced Assessment. Some people have been worried in the past that if they just click this box, and it's going to always prompt you to say, I recognize that I'm starting a summative assessment, that, oh my gosh, now it has opened all of these tests for a student, and if I have a student log in, they're going to not be able to tell which test they're supposed to take, and na. That is not the case. Students are only going to see the test that they could take. And so, for instance, if I'm a 7th grade math teacher, my students would see the summative math CAT and the summative math PT if I were to click this box. They would not see any other grade level tests, but I probably want to make sure that I know which test they are taking. And so instead of clicking this box over here, we're going to go down, we're going to keep clicking the plus signs until we get to the test that I want them to take. I'm going to say that I just want them to have access to the CAT. Once I have students finishing the CAT and that sort of thing, I can come down here and open the performance task also. Really teacher discretion at that point. It is totally okay to run both a CAT and a PT at the same time. My best recommendation though would be when you're first starting to only open one of them so that you know students are starting the test that you intend for them to start at the initial start of testing. We're going to hit start session, and our session ID is going to be here. We'll put this on the board for students. Once students put their login information in, including this session ID, they will appear here under the approvals list. We have to approve students before they're able to start the test, and you can monitor student progress right on this screen as they are working. I hope this is helpful. Remember to reset your password, and I hope you have an awesome day.